Now, this is a very curious news item only because of what was actually going on in the background and what none of us as hockey fans were being told. But this week, National Hockey League President Clarence Campbell was in Long Island, New York, and he dined with a fellow by the name of Bill Shea. Now, who's Bill Shea? Do you know the stadium where the New York Mets play, Shea Stadium? That's named after him. Bill Shea is the guy who got the Mets into the National League just a few years after the New York Giants absconded to California. Bill is also the advisor to Nassau Coliseum, the new NHL quality arena being built on Long Island. And Campbell and Shea were talking about the National Hockey League putting a team in that nice shiny new rink. Now, normally, this would be, nothing to see here. Guys are talking about putting team somewhere, everywhere, but we're understanding that Campbell is very receptive to a team in Long Island. Why is this a huge departure from the business as usual with the NHL? Because Long Island is in the New York Rangers territorial district, and they would have to pay big bucks to the Rangers, and the Rangers could block having a team in Long Island. So why would the NHL suddenly do an about-face on this type of issue that they've been very, very consistent and solid on throughout their history? Just remember the trouble that the Buffalo Sabres had trying to put a team there with the Maple Leafs claiming an infringement on their territory, and they're in a different damn country. Well, something was going on here, and we figured out what it was. Took a couple days, though. You remember last week we told you about the rumors and talk about a rival league that was in the planning stages, a rival major hockey league that would be a challenge to the National Hockey League. Well, that story this week, a couple days after Campbell's meeting, became much more concrete with a formal press release out of all places, Hollywood, Florida. United Press International reported that an organization known as the World Hockey Association has been formed with the intention of operating a 14-team major league of professional hockey starting in the 1972-73 season, and that story was broken by the Hollywood, Florida Sun-Tatler. The Sun-Tatler said it had learned that the prime movers in the organization are Gary Davidson of Santa Ana, California, and Dennis Murphy, who hails from Miami, Florida. Both are among the founders of the American Basketball Association. The newspaper said that the league intends to compete directly against the National Hockey League for talent, and they have already granted franchises to groups in Los Angeles, New York, Miami, Honolulu, geez, I hope I could get to play for that team, and Milwaukee. He said the organization is dickering with other groups in Baltimore, Boston, Louisville, Greensboro, North Carolina, Columbus, Ohio, Hartford, Connecticut, New Jersey, Indiana, Atlanta, Winnipeg, Ottawa, and Quebec City. And get this, they're also considering having European teams in the not too distant future. The Sun-Tatler also said that Davidson would be the chairman of the board of directors of the new organization, and Murphy will be assistant to the commissioner, who has not yet been named. It said the organization has been incorporated in the state of Delaware, but as its headquarters would eventually be in Los Angeles, although for the present they're going to operate out of Davidson's law office, which is in Santa Ana. Applicants for the league are required, the newspaper said, to post $25,000 in earnest money plus a $200,000 bond, and they have to give evidence of having $2 million of liquid cash to invest in their hockey team. Davidson told a local paper in Santa Ana that the league has several commitments from franchises now, and they have several more parties interested in the franchises, but he would not say exactly what the commitment was. Davidson told the Santa Ana paper that he and his partner Dennis Murphy, who is a Buena Park public relations man, he recently resigned as the general manager of the American Basketball Association Miami franchise, and the two plan to operate the flagship franchise of the league in Los Angeles, Long Beach, or Honolulu. This is going to be an interesting story, and we're going to follow this very closely. It'll be very interesting to see if the NHL gives these guys any credibility, or if they sit back and make the same mistake the NFL did with the AFL and what the NBA did with the ABA and let them get off to a rousing start. We'll see.